sharing how we turned this messy kitchen cabinet into something a little more neat and organized. This cabinet is right next to our stove and holds mostly baking sheets. I've been wanting to add dividers in here since we renovated the kitchen almost 5 years ago. Home takes time, I guess. The baking sheets were always annoying to pull in and out, tipping over and scuffing up the sides of the cabinet. Adding this wood slot organizer has made it so much easier to use this cabinet. I only wish we had done it sooner. We started out by measuring our cabinet to figure out sizing for the wood we would need to buy. For the dividers, we decided to make them about 2/3 the depth of the top and bottom pieces to make the pans easier to get in and out. Next was a trip to pick up some plywood. We used 1/2-inch plywood for the top and bottom pieces and 1/4-inch plywood for the dividers. We also used 3/4-inch pine boards as supports to attach the top board to. First up was cutting the plywood using a table saw. Mike cut the 1/2-inch plywood to size to make the top and bottom pieces. Next, he cut the 1/4-inch plywood to size to make the dividers. The next step was going to be such a big moment, Mike actually using a push stick when cutting down these boards. So many viewers have been bothered by him not using one in previous projects. However, my alarm went off to go pick up Levi from school and it stopped recording. But this was the next step, cutting the 3/4-inch pine boards down to size to use as the support boards. Then he changed out the saw blade for a stacking dado blade and set it for 1/4-inch wide. And ran a test piece through to make sure the plywood would slide easily and to set the depth of the cut. Next was measuring where the slots would go. We made our slots 1 inch apart. We started with one slot in the middle and worked our way out. Then he set the fence to cut the center groove. Cut the groove, and repeated with the other board. And I made him test the divider to make sure it would slide through. Then he just continued measuring and cutting the grooves into the boards. Once the grooves were cut, Mike used an orbital sander to sand down both boards and the dividers. Then we added 2 coats of water-based polyurethane to both boards and the dividers. Next, he measured out where the top support boards would go, and pre-drilled holes in the support boards. then used screws to attach it to the side of the cabinet. And this was too hard to try and film while happening. It mostly looked like this, Mike being inside the cabinet. And here's the after of the support boards being up. Next, we attached the top board. He pre-drilled holes in the sides of the top board to attach to the supports. Then screwed the board into the support boards. Next, we placed the bottom board in. It was a tight fit, so we decided not to screw it in. And then it was just adding the dividers and putting the baking sheets back in.